go. Here we go. What's going on? Welcome back to another video. She loves giving me kisses. Now, so this is the video where I'm going to attempt to restore this old-fashioned gin trap. Now, I'm not too sure what to sort of do with it in a way. I'm thinking of like wire brushing the rust off of it, and then I wanted to black it sort of somehow or another, and I didn't know whether to sort of do what they call bluing, I think they call it, where you heat it up and dip it in oil, or just some other form of like rust remedy, rust prevention thing, but not spraying it with black paint. So we'll see what we're going to do as the video goes along. I always wing it. I make it up as I go along. So we'll just see how it comes out and all of that. Let's start rubbing in the rust down. So how did I come across this gin trap? Well, originally my father-in-law acquired it from somewhere. Where the hell he got it from, we have no idea. Sadly, he's not around anymore to tell us a bit more about it. And my mother-in-law was clearing out the garage and came across this in there. And she has no idea where it's come from. All she said is it's been picked up from somewhere on the travels. Now I'm rubbing away at this, and there's a lot of rust, and I'm using the vinegar and all of that. I'm really starting to think now. What was that on my hair? It's bloody alive in here, isn't it? What was that? Flies. So I'm really thinking about soaking it for 24 hours in vinegar now to see if that helps remove it. Because doing this by hand, it's making my fingers ache. You can't get into all of the bits because it's very tight and that in the chain. So we're going to soak it in vinegar. Now I'm trying to do this, clean this up on a sort of budget without having to buy anything at all. I'm trying to just pretty much do with what we've got lying around. So there's no point in putting in the comments you should have done this, you should, because if it's costed money, then no. I'm tight, no. So yeah, we've got that soaking in vinegar. I'm trying to not use too much vinegar, but I'm going to turn it in about 12 hours time and do the other half, so that it'll be soaking in vinegar for 12 hours roughly each side. See how that comes out, see if that takes some of the rust off. I'm thinking of filtering the vinegar and putting it back into here, because we use this vinegar to clean the toilets, because this is a chemical free house. This is used to get the lime scale off the toilet, so I suppose that wouldn't really hurt too much, a little bit of rust being in there, but yeah, we'll filter it out through like a cheesecloth or something. Now I'm getting a little bit impatient. I was going to leave this in there overnight in the vinegar, but it looks like it's taken quite a lot of rust off, and it's only been in there for about 3 hours. So I think I'm going to go on to the next stages. Now I found this in the cupboard. It's like stove black. I've had it for quite a while and it doesn't really get used that much, so I'm now thinking of blackening it up with that, like so. But when it's on the stoves it gets heated obviously, so I'm thinking of like, and then blowtorching it afterwards. So let's see how this comes out. Whoa. I'm thinking that is spot on to the effect I want. That's it, it's on there permanently. It's not coming off. Oh, that is it. I've literally covered it in the stuff. I put the black all over. I thought I'd just hang it here to get it done quicker because it was getting a bit hot on the hands. Bugger. Set the alarms. I've got some windows and doors open, by the way. I've just come up with this brilliant idea. That's rare, isn't it, eh? I've got bees, haven't I, down at the bottom of the garden, and we've just got a load of honey out, but also we've got some beeswax. So I'm going to heat this up and just give it a final coat of beeswax. Because thinking about it, what did they do in the past to waterproof things? They used beeswax, didn't they? So, not that it's going out in the garden anywhere or being used again, highly illegal, but yeah, coating of beeswax, and I think that would do it real proud, wouldn't it? Hey, Luna, quick, come here, I've got a job for you. I want you to test out my gin trap. Would you like to do that for me? No. Oh, you wicked sod, eh? Of course I wouldn't. I love her too much. We love each other. Right, we are going to test this out. Oh, yeah, loads of kisses. Oh, you could give me a kiss. I wouldn't hurt you. Never. Right, oh, you've just hurt me there though with your big fat claws. Right, we're going to test this one out with the dog locked away somewhere where she ain't around. Let's go. Are you biting me now? I'll put you in the gin trap. Right, you've got to be so careful with this. So you have to press that spring down. Whew. Then open them jaws up. Ah, and that catch has to be lifted up like that so the jaws can go into that gap. Scary. Ah! And then that lifts up so it hooks just there. Oh. Whew. Look, I've actually got a rabbit. It's one of Luna's toys. Right, let's try with the rabbit. Whoa! Look at that! Oh dear, oh Lord. You wouldn't want to catch your cobblers in that, would you? The bees absolutely love that. Even my bees that are down the bottom of the garden from the beehives. We have 4 beehives down there, soon to be 5 or 6, because we're going to split the hives very soon. Anyway, look, aren't they beautiful? Ornamental poppies. They do have various uses for them. The seeds can be put onto bread, and also you can make a painkiller out of that, but that's illegal, so we won't be doing that. But ornamental poppies, get some in your garden. Now I thought I'd show you them poppies because at this moment in time they are at their best. They're all in flower and they look absolutely beautiful. The bees love them, they can't leave them alone. Anyway, let's get back to the gin trap. So why was the gin trap called a gin trap? Well, historically, many years ago, the word engine described any self-actuating mechanical device. So it didn't have to be like an engine that burnt fuel, any mechanical device that was self-actuating. And over the years, it looks like it got shortened for the gin trap and just called gin. Engine. There you go. As simple as that, hey. Now, gin traps are usually described in their size in inches. So they measure them from this point to that point. And this one is normally used for rabbits and other game that is roughly about that size. Now you do get, obviously you get like 4 inch, 5, 6, 7, 8 inch for bigger animals. It says that a 6 inch is normally used for foxes. On the 31st of July in 1958 in England, the gin trap became banned. Later on to be banned in Scotland, I do believe, in 1971. Now the gin trap that I've got seems to have been made in the early 30s. Now this particular gin trap that I've got is described as a Dorset gin trap.
Though the memories are fading of those days so long ago,